what we're about to hear.
Hi, Boker Tov, everybody. Devar Torah. I feel like we hear the words Devar Torah all the time. What does Devar Torah actually mean? So let's step back for a second. When you open up a Torah, what do you actually see inside? Anybody? Words. What color are those words? Black. They're black. Black letters written on the Torah. What else do you see around those words? What color? You see white or off-white, maybe yellowish. Well, those black letters on the white parchment, that white stuff is really midrash. That white stuff is really Devar Torah. That's the stuff that holds up the Torah, midor lador, from generation to generation. And that's really reading between the lines. Rabbis, teachers, and now fifth graders are going to speak to us and help us to understand the stories and the meaning behind them, just like that white stuff of the Torah is holding up the letters of the Torah. So I'm really happy to introduce Hannah Longman from 5C, who's going to share some words of Torah. Our Torah, Divrei Torah, and Hannah, we're really excited to hear what you have to say.
This week's Parsha is lesson. In this Parsha, God commands Avram and Sarai to go from your land, from your birthplace and from your father's house, to the land which I will show you. Due to a famine in Canaan, the land that God sent Avram to, Avram and Sarai temporarily relocate to Egypt, where Sarai is taken to Pharaoh's palace. There, Avram narrowly escapes death because they present themselves as brother and sister. They return to Canaan, and Avram leaves his nephew Lot. Avram defeats the armies of 4 kings who had imprisoned them. God promises the land of Canaan to Avram's descendants. Childless, Avram marries Hagar, who gives birth to Ishmael. God changes Avram's name to Avraham, and Sarai becomes Sarah. Avraham is circumcised at the age of 90. When we came to school in the beginning of the year, it was almost a completely new place. We had to wear masks, we had to social distance, we couldn't hang out with our friends like we normally would, and all sorts of other rules were put in place to try and prevent the spread of COVID-19. For some kids, it was a completely new place. Kids from other schools like Carmel had maybe seen the school once or twice, or maybe they had never been to the Lafayette school whatsoever. But besides those kids, most of us have been here for at least 1 year and never experienced anything quite like this. It wasn't so easy adjusting to this style of life. I've got to admit, it's so hard not to sing along to Tefillah in a loud voice. But no matter how difficult this year may be, there are people, teachers and kids who are familiar, unlike this new type of learning. Having them with us, the way that Avram had God with him, makes the changes in school, in the world, a lot easier.
Kol hakavod, toda rabba, Hannah, for being our first of our Torah. We're going to conclude our Torah service with Eitz Chaim Hi, and we're going to spotlight some classes, including
4 claps, friend, just like this. Shalom, 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 Eitz Chaim Hi, למחזיקים בה ותומכיה, מאושר Eitz Chaim Hi, למחזיקים בה ותומכיה, מאושר. Shalom, 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 shalom. It is a tree of life to those who hold on to it, and all of its supporters are happy. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. Shalom, 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 shalom.